Hi, you all. This is our support system again for COVID-19. And I know, and don't mind my hair. Who the hell cares? We don't even go out anymore. But anyway, just wanted to connect with you today because one of the things that we now experiencing, I think I just made my hair worse. Okay, forget it. But at least it's nice and blonde. One of the things that we are experiencing now is the reality. No matter what state you're going in, the reality is that everything is shutting down. But here's the thing. Shutting down is there for support. And what I want you to do is today, and what I wanted to talk to you about, if you care to know a little bit more about this, is how I actually help myself when we have these situations. So for example, when I know that something is coming, when I'm fully aware of it, I was going to go out there to show you the sunset, maybe a little bit. Actually, I'm going to go out to show you the sunset. One of the things I always do in the morning, and it was very difficult for me to learn this because I am not the type of person that can easily stop my mind. And by the way, I want you to see the sunset. Look at the sunset. Can you see the sunset there? Beautiful, right? Doesn't matter. I mean, we are still also the same way as everybody else in every state. Can't go to, any bars and restaurants and anything like that. So when I have a difficult time calming my mind, I learned, because I had to learn how to meditate. And today we were talking to my students about the fact that we really want to help you all to learn and demystify meditation, because meditation is really not that complicated. Meditation is really not this woo-woo thing out there. And I tell you, if you would have told me this 10 years ago that I would be meditating at least once a day, if not twice, I would have told you you are out of your mind, which is kind of weird, like no pun intended, out of your mind. But the point is that I don't want to go that way because people are over there and I really want to talk to you. The point is, the meditation is not about this kind of thing that you're going to be sitting with cross-legged for hours and hours and all that stuff. Meditation is about trying to stop your mind for a couple seconds, especially for us because we are racing in our minds. And some of us are enjoying the music. There we go. Because we can't go nowhere, so might as well stay within our complex. So what I do is I try to find a quiet place, and I love to find a quiet place in nature if possible, and that's still available for us, at least out here. Now, for those of you who cannot go outside anymore, what you may want to do, you can still go a little bit outside. We are not like in Italy or in China. Just to find a quiet place for yourself every single day, especially if you have children. And don't think that you can go on and on and on and on and on, because your batteries have to be fulfilled. So go and find yourself a quiet place. If you can do that anywhere in nature, just go out every day for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm asking you 10 to 15 minutes. And meditation is not about this some scientific way of learning how to stop your mind. Your mind is never going to stop. Your heart is never going to stop. We are the type of creatures that our mind is never going to stop. But the point is, just go out there and literally, like, for example, like right here, I have a little fountain. And what I love to do is I just love to sit down right here. And I just love to look at that fountain. I'm doing absolutely nothing other than go over there, sit down, and I look at that fountain. Okay? So this is not complicated. I literally just sit down there and I just close, literally I just breathe deeply. I keep my eyes open. I close down the world and I just look at that fountain. And I just watch, like really watch what that water is doing. I am not making any specific statement about it. I am not qualifying it. I am not talking about, oh, how beautiful. I'm not doing any qualifying statement. I just sit here and I just watch. And I just watch. And I just watch. And then I see maybe the birds, but I just watch. and we have all this beautiful stuff around us. Now, if you cannot go out in nature, one of the things I found, because I had those times in my life, because I haven't always been so fortunate. What a great hair this is. I think I should show you the fountain more. Hey Scott, hey Linda. I haven't been always so fortunate that I could just go out in nature and just look at things and all this stuff. So when you are inside, literally have your computer, put your computer up there and just see something, because there's like millions of meditation stuff out there. Just look at the picture of something beautiful and just look at it, just take it in. A lot of times what I do for meditation, weird or maybe, well, I don't care, I already been showing you how weird I am, but I love my life as it is. I would even just go through family photos or photos period of my life and just literally shut the world down and just look at those photos. That is also a form of meditation. You just literally stop your mind from your everyday craziness that we are experiencing now. So this is what today I wanted to talk to you about, is the importance of really stopping whatever you're doing. For some of us, we call it meditation. Some other people go for a walk. But if you go for a walk with the news in your ear or with music in your ear, then you are really defeating the idea of meditation and the idea of stopping your mind. So what I really want you to do is, if you we have time to experiment, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, the only thing you have is time. And then during the next week, I'm going to be talking to you about what you should be doing with your time, because I will also tell you that now I'm into a very, very different thing that I'm doing because I have the free time. So you need to stay creative with your time, but you also need to stop your mind. So, for example, I just tell you quickly my routine. In the morning, when I wake up, some of you know, some of you don't know, that I also have a lot of caretaking responsibilities every day, which is a constant pressure on my emotions, on my patience, on my mind, okay? So I have to be very patient, very loving in a situation where there is a lot of repetitiveness. So I have to start the day. In the moment I wake up, I just have to start the day literally saying, okay, I am very, very grateful for everything I've been giving. And I know that, being grateful is kind of hard sometimes, but just try to do it a little bit and just look around, even in your home, just in your home, look around how many things you have, how many things you accomplished, how many things satisfied you in your life, how grateful you are of all those things. So if you look at just those things, you can get that sense of positive feeling about it, okay? So that's part of my meditation in the morning, is just when I wake up in the morning, I decide, what do I really need today to make it through the day? Sometimes when I wake up, I feel like I am a little bit short on temper. You can easily feel it right away when you wake up. Sometimes you feel like, oh, you know what, I feel maybe a little bit more entitled than I should be. Maybe I should, work on a little bit of gratitude. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I feel just exhausted. Maybe I want to do a meditation that it's more towards getting myself a little bit more energy. Whatever it may be, do that for like 10, 15 minutes, okay? Oh, that is a policeman up there, okay? Hopefully everything is okay. So that's basically what I do in the morning. Then during the day, we have to pay attention what the news says, because you have to know what the hell you have to prepare yourself for that day. But that doesn't mean that you have to go to bed with all that stuff in your head. So at night, what I do is I use the tapping technique that I was showing to you last week. And I also do some meditation when I go to bed. And a lot of times I even fall asleep with that meditation, just to cleanse out all the garbage that got stuck in my mind, in my energy system, anywhere during the day. Okay? So meditation is really not this big, whatever theoretical thing. Meditation is something that if you just ever daydreamed in your life, if you ever daydreamed on it, you have meditated, okay? Because you got lost in the moment and you didn't quantify this, so you just got lost in the moment. So for me, meditation is like that. And if you're trying to stop your mind from thinking, I would say it's almost impossible, especially for us, high achievers. But when a thought comes in, you just, let it come in and you say, okay, thank you so much. I appreciate whatever you had to say. Goodbye, and let it go out. The main thing with meditation for me is, and actually with living, period, is that when I have a negative thought come into my head, I don't let it occupy more than a couple of seconds of my mind, okay? So if I feel doubt, if I feel sadness, if I feel like I see, today, all this news coming out of Italy and the incredible amount of people passing away there because of the virus, I take the news in. It's not that I am not compassionate, but it doesn't help me if I keeping the energy of the bad news, if I keep that and allow it to push down my energies. So what I do with them is I hear it, I digest it, and I let it go. I let it go. And that's what we need to do. In order for us to survive and thrive, we need to take things in. We need to draw a conclusion from the fact that, okay, I need to do this differently or that differently. But then after that, we need to move on. We need to let this out of our head. And for me, meditation has been an incredibly powerful technique to do that. And my favorite way to learn to meditate was the Jose Silva's meditation technique, because that really, I followed it for about 2 months or so until I really learned it. But I literally meditated every day for about 15-20 minutes. But it was fantastic for me. And now I just have to think. I don't even have to listen to any of the tapes, but I have to think of the meditation itself, and it helps me. So, ladies and gents, today was about helping you how to meditate and trying to demystify the complexities of meditation. No, it's not that complex. It's just a matter of taking your time, chilling out a little bit, allowing, like, for example, as I said right here. So if you see something, if you just look at this waterfall, this little thing, and just look at it, like not making any judgment call on it, not making any qualifying call on it. Just look at it. See if you can just look at something, and every time your mind will start identifying it, start describing it, start qualifying it, stop, take a deep breath, and go back and just look at it. Or think about it. A bird, an animal, would not be going on and qualifying it. What they would be doing right there with that little waterfall, what they would be doing there is they would be just going there, using it for their need, whatever their need is, maybe drink out of it, and then that would be it. But we have this tendency of having to identify everything, and the moment you identify them, you lose their essence. Okay? So I hope I was not like way above certain things, but just do this a little bit. Look around, and if you can go outside, then do it inside on your computer. Put the Niagara Falls up on there. You can see it on the screen, and just look at it. Okay? All right, ladies and gents, today was about helping you through, supporting you through coronavirus stuff by helping you a little bit about meditation. And if all goes well, I don't know if my students are able to do it, but tomorrow we should be covering some exercise again. But I will let you know tomorrow, because as your life changes every second, so is mine. But we will come back to you no matter what. Okay? All right, everyone. Have a great night. And remember, this morning it was funny. You know what? I'm not going to tell you that one. I'll tell you that tomorrow. So that way you tune in for tomorrow. All right? Okay, so have a good one. Have a great night, and learn to meditate. It's not complicated. Bye.